So look, guys, I love how on the left we've been discussing healthcare, we've been discussing unions and wages and climate policy and like all manufacturing jobs, all of these like substantive things, right? And even social policy like abortion, for example, just a plethora of different issues that impact everybody. Like this is the heart of the conversation that we're having on the left. And I just want to do a little comparison here with you. Here's Larry Kudlow, who, by the way, was in the Trump administration. He was one of the top economic guys in the Trump administration, talking to Ted Cruz, the smarmy man himself. And it's a 1:16 clip. And I just want to, let's dive into the right-wing mind and just soak up what their conversation of the day is. And again, compare it to the left's conversation.
You're only allowed 2 beers a week, Senator Cruz. I'm going to just, this is a family show, so I'll just say kiss my keister. But that was what you said to a friend of mine on another network. But in all seriousness, who do they think they're kidding? You know, this is, they won't let you have gas-powered stoves. They won't let you have pizza. They won't let you have gas-powered automobiles, et cetera, et cetera. Now you can only have a couple drinks a week. I myself don't drink, but the point is, this is modern socialism through the regulatory state.
Yeah, look, I got to say, big state liberals love the nanny state controlling your life. And it seems there's no aspect of your life they don't want to control. As you note, they're going after gas stoves. And by the way, it's not just theoretical. The Biden administration talked about doing it on the federal level. But at the state level, New York State has already acted to prevent new gas stoves in new construction. They're trying to take that choice away from you. They're talking about putting really tough regulations on ceiling fans, which will pull ceiling fans out of people's homes. Listen, in Texas, it's hot as all get out. We want our ceiling fans. We need to be able to cool our families.
None of that stuff is true. We'll get back to it. Okay, we're going to go point by point here. But to his main argument of like, the big state liberals want to control you, bro. Ted Cruz is a senator from the state of Texas. We just learned that in the state of Texas, they're moving forward with what's called Death Star laws. You know what that does? That makes it so that local laws and city laws in Texas are null and void and overridden by the state. And what is the state trying to do? Ban water breaks on triple-digit heat days. So his argument is, big state liberals want to control your life, as the Republican Party in Texas is actively saying you don't have a right to a water break in 105-degree heat. That's what their government is currently doing. By the way, Texas, a lot of these red states, all these Republican politicians, they are drug warriors. They want to lock people up for smoking weed. Big state liberals want to control your life. Not me, though. I just want you to have no right to take a water break in 105-degree heat, and I want to lock you up in a cage if you smoke weed. If you slightly change your consciousness and feel a little giggly, I think that should be illegal. I think we should take away your freedom if you do that. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this like, oh, they want to control your life. A lot of red states now are banning trans healthcare, even for adults. States are doing it up to 26 years old. Big state liberals want to control your life. Not me, though. I just want to take away life-saving care from trans adults. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, like I said, every single thing they said here was incorrect. Let's go through it one by one.
You're only allowed 2 beers a week, Senator Cruz.
Totally made up. Totally made up. Not true. What happened was there was some standards released from some government agency where they were just letting everybody know, hey, just so you know, like with new evidence and research and data that's come in, you know, it's healthy to have 2 or fewer beers per week, but if you go over that, there's probably some health consequences. It's probably unhealthy. That's all. It like literally the whole thing is just a by the way. Hey, by the way, you know, it would be no different than somebody in your family saying, hey, by the way, I heard coffee's bad for you if you have more than 3 cups a day, or by the way, more than 3 glasses of wine is bad for you, but 1 is good for you. Or it's just a by the way. That's all it is. So, like, what are you arguing? Are you arguing against having more information? Like having more knowledge about how the world works? They get so triggered over nothing. Over nothing. And remember, the whole argument against the left was like, oh, look at these social justice warriors who get triggered by everything and want to control your life. And it's like, that's what you're doing. And also, by the way, you're lying and straw manning and pretending like the government is banning you from having more than 2 beers. How ridiculous is that? Really? Oh my God. All right. Well, let's continue.
I'm going to just, this is a family show, so I'll just say kiss my keister. But
kiss my keister.
That's what you said to a friend of mine on another network. But in all seriousness, who do they think they're kidding? You know, they won't let you have gas-powered stoves. They won't let.
That's another lie. So the gas-powered stoves thing, there was a study that came out that said, hey, just so you know, we looked into this. A tremendous amount of research was done with a very large number of people, and we found there are some health consequences to having gas stoves. There's particulate matter that, you know, ends up making people sick with various respiratory illnesses and cancer. And I remember going through the data, and my thought was like, wow, like it's actually not surprising, but it's kind of crazy that these things we take for granted, like they could be making us sick or making your kids sick or whatever. And again, this is just more information. They didn't come out and say we're banning gas stoves, which, by the way, even in that scenario, I don't think that would be unreasonable. Why? Because we have stoves that do the exact same thing that aren't also killing you at the same damn time. I swear to God, guys, if we learn today that, oh my God, lead paint has all these serious health problems associated with it, or asbestos, the classic one. Asbestos was giving people, cancer. And so there was a time when we realized that, and people, okay, well, we're going to ban asbestos. We're going to use something else to insulate your house, right? Very simple. Very simple. But if that happened today, if we didn't know about asbestos until today, if we didn't know about lead paint until today, and Democrats brought that up, the right would all of a sudden be like eating asbestos on TV. They'd be like chugging lead paint and saying, it's my freedom to chug the lead paint. It's my freedom to have the asbestos and get cancer 14 times over. They frame it in such a ridiculous way. So just, again, to be clear, nobody's banning gas stoves. Nobody is. But the studies show, hey, these are actually like kind of bad for you in some ways. So just a heads up, they're kind of bad. Just a by the way, they're kind of bad for you in some ways. Even if they did decide, all right, we're going to change the efficiency standards around gas stoves, that'd be perfectly reasonable. But they're not even doing that. And these guys are crying like somebody is taking away their freedom. Oh, God, I hate them so much. Oh.
Pizza. They won't let you have gas-powered automobiles.
They won't let you have pizza, is what he said. They won't let you have pizza. They won't let you have pizza. You know what he's referring to? I think it's like the coal-fired pizza ovens where there was a regulation in New York City that said, hey, we're going to work with you to make these more efficient. We're going to have something that tracks the particulate emission from it. We're going to make it more efficient. It's the most inoffensive thing ever. They lie and say they're banning coal-fired pizza ovens. No, they're not. That's not even close to what's true. But he even goes further than that and stretches it even more to an outright lie of they're banning pizza. As if Democrats are trying to ban pizza. This is so insane. I hate these people so much, man. I really do. For the love of God, I wish the Democrats were a lot better than they are. But when you look at these absolute psycho liars, I don't know how anybody can look at it and say, nah, it's roughly even. Listen, they're lying about everything. Every single thing is a lie.
Et cetera. Now you can only have a couple drinks a week. I myself
lie.
Don't drink, but the point is, this is modern socialism through the regulatory state.
He called it socialism. Socialism is when workers own the means of production. That's socialism. What you're talking about is like basic regulation from a government. In this instance, the regulation isn't even happening, right? And you just go, anything I don't like is socialism, so I'm just going to call this socialism. These, like, they are below entry-level civics. And he has a TV show spewing his bullshit on a daily basis. And here's smug, I'm Ted Cruz. Me. I don't want to ban pizza. They do. I don't want to ban stoves. They do. I don't want... He brings up the ceiling fan thing. Well, we looked into that one too. Guess what? All it is let's have some slightly better efficiency standards. Are they banning ceiling fan? No. I hate these people so much. They're such liars. They are such liars. Let me explain something to you. I don't care if you're on the right. There is no defending these people. None. There's no intellectually honest way to defend them. None whatsoever. If you don't watch this and walk away going, these are two fucking idiots, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Yeah, look, I got to say, big state liberals love the nanny state controlling your life. And it seems there's no aspect of your life they don't want to control. As you note, they're going after gas stoves.
All right, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. It's just lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie. By the way, just to illustrate the difference for you guys here real quick, there are 6 states that just decided we're going to do free school meals for kids. In some of those states, it's both breakfast and lunch. Free, universal, Okay, that's 6 states. I think 9 states are working on it total. Those states are Democratic states. You know what the Republicans are doing in response to that? They are about 3/4 of the House Republicans put on their priorities list as one of their top priorities, banning any of the states from doing free school meals. That's the difference. The difference is the Republicans at the state level everywhere, you know what they're doing? They're bringing back child labor. At the same time that Governor Evers, I believe in Wisconsin, just found a way to increase public school funding, I'm not kidding about this, for 400 years with one procedural trick. That's the difference. Child labor or free school meals. Absolute, utter, shameless liars or sometimes disappointing, half-well-meaning types. I don't know, man. You figure it out. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.